Good afternoon and good evening and good morning wherever you're from. Thank you for joining me in this latest video on the channel. So, wow, what's going on in the world? It seems like the Hunger Games are about to break out. President Trump seems to be on a bit of a rampage in regards to tariffs. Now, tariffs or charges, but I thought, actually, how might this affect buying an EV in the UK? And I decided to go and have a look at the local BYD garage, because Trump is going to hit, or has potentially, depends on when this goes out, has hit China with quite a large tariff, up to 100% apparently. And I wondered what all the fuss was about. So I went to the local BYD garage at the weekend to have a look at some of their vehicles. And I have to say, I was impressed. I was very, very impressed with the build, with the design, with the features and technology in them. I can see why potentially President Trump is um, scared from China. And I can see why potentially Elon, his best friend, has maybe told him to add these charges. Not saying he has, but he could have asked Donald Trump to put these tariffs on China to try and prevent the influx of Chinese cars into America, which, to be honest, I don't think is that much of an influx anyway. But I suspect he may have had a hand in there as well. So I went to have a look at some of the vehicles they had in. I was very impressed, as I said. And I thought I'd just do a quick video going through some of the specs and pricing currently as of the beginning of February of some of these vehicles within the UK. Like I say, the prices may fluctuate, they may change, they may become more expensive. So maybe now is the time if you are really considering buying one, maybe now the time to commit, get that price in before any tariffs that we impose on China, if we do, come into play. So let's go and have a look at what cars I saw. Okay, so the first car I will look at is the BYD Atto 3, ATT03. This vehicle it's a hatchback. It's got 150 kilowatt power and a 60 kilowatt battery. It's 5-door automatic. The cash price of the vehicle at the moment in the UK is £37,705. Okay, so what about the spec? I hear you cry. So the car comes with quite a lot actually. It's got 18-inch wheels. It's just over 1,700 kilogram curb weight, or 1.7 tons. It's got seating capacity for 5 people, so ideal for small families. Um, it's got a 150 kilowatt motor and has a range of about 420 kilometers, which, if I do the quick maths, is around about 260 miles, which is pretty good. It comes with the LFP batteries, and it's a 60 kilowatt battery pack in the car. It'll do up to about 11 kilowatts on normal AC charging, so from a home charger. If you had a 3-phase power supply, you could go up to 11 kilowatts. Most houses are maxed out at about 6.5 to 7 kilowatts. It will do up to 88 kilowatts on DC charging out in the public, on public chargers, the DC ultra fast chargers, 88 kilowatts. So that will do a 30 to 80% charge in about 29 minutes. So it's not lightning fast, but it's actually not too bad. And its acceleration of 0 to 60 is about 7.3 seconds, which for a small hatchback isn't too shabby at all. But as with all EVs, the torque and the acceleration is there from the beginning all the way through to the top speed. So you will feel it in that car. Okay, so next car I looked at, this was the BYD Seal. Okay, so this is a very, very nice looking car. The model they had on display was 46,414. It is much more than the Atto. However, there's much, much more to the car. So, as I say, it's a very nice looking saloon. Um, um, so the spec of the Seal comes with 19-inch wheels, just over 2-ton curb weight, so 2,185. So it's quite a heavy vehicle. It's all-wheel drive. It's got a 390 kilowatt motor and has a range of 520, which is about 323 miles. Now, what's interesting about this is that it will do, again, up to 11 kilowatts on AC charging at home, same as the Atto. That is if you've got a three-phase power supply, but it will do up to 150 kilowatts on a public fast charger. And it will go from 30 to 80% in 26 minutes. Now, that doesn't sound much quicker than the Atto, but the battery is much bigger. The battery is an 82 kilowatt battery, so it is bigger, and it only takes a couple of minutes. In fact, it's a couple of minutes quicker getting from 30 to 80% than the Atto itself. Again, this is with the LFP battery. Now, with this, the 0 to 60, 3.8 seconds from a saloon, a family car, the new modern day Mondeos, 3.8 seconds, which is pretty phenomenal, really, for a car the size of and the weight of what it is. Like I say, it's just over 2 tons, but it's got phenomenal power behind it. Really good looking car as well. Okay, so they were the two main cars that I focused on looking at. They also had the Dolphin and they had the Sea Lion as well, but they are just variants of the Seal and the Atto. Um, Overall, I was very impressed with the build. As I said, the sort of like the technology built into them, especially the Seal and Sea Lion. They've got a 15-inch touchscreen in there, which is pretty big, and you can rotate it, portrait or landscape. That looked quite nice. The seats and the bolsters were very, very firm. They held you in place, and I say the technology is there as well. So at the moment, there is no tariff or new tariffs added to the cost of them, but that may change in the near future as everybody does seem to be tariffing each other. Thank you very much, President Trump. So I would recommend you go and have a look at one. I would definitely recommend that you go and test drive one, see what you think. If I didn't have my EV at the minute, my MG4, would I consider a BYD? Actually, I would. I really would. They're fun little cars, the small hatchbacks, the Seal and the Sea Lion, the bigger ones, the saloons, are very, very roomy, very comfortable. Door handles that go into the bodywork for aerodynamics. Just absolutely packed to the rafters with technology, and at prices that actually are quite reasonable for what you do get for your money. Plus, obviously, you got the cost savings of driving the vehicle in terms of miles per gallon out of a petrol car, the equivalent within electrical charging, especially if you've got something maybe like free home or work charging, or maybe you're on a tariff such as Octopus, where it could cost you 3 to 7 pence per kilowatt hour to charge your car. So you're going to make savings there, which you can kind of calculate off the cost of buying a petrol or diesel car. plus you're helping the environment as well. Okay, so thank you very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. So why don't you have a look at this video that I put up at the top. This is the new Citroen C3E, which again is another new EV to the market with some fantastic features. Why don't you go and have a watch of that video? And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe.